Welcome to the Coach's Show on Hornet Radio. It is Friday, March 13th, Friday the 13th for all you spooky people. And today we take a massive deep dive into the 3C2A Men's State Basketball Championship. I'm Dan Prady. He is the Angie Baca to my Jay Lucas. Mr. Thomas Cribbs, how are you?
Doing great, Dan, and I am excited to be here and talk all things basketball. I did have the privilege of being in the Hornets' nest for this last weekend's contest, and to say that it was amazing, it might be an understatement of the year.
Yeah, the Fullerton Hornets absolutely dominated the West A Wildcats, and now they are on their way to the state championship tournament that begins today. Today, we want to run down the state championship bracket, of course, and break down a few key things that to watch out for, and for all the remaining teams in the 3C2A state championship tournament.
Yeah, we are going to make a quick little pivot, though, first, and talk about the Fullerton College women's basketball team. And they're an absolutely incredible run to the regional finals that unfortunately did come to an end this past Saturday.
Big time shout out to Coach Dan Desmond and his entire team as they made an incredible run there all the way to the regional finals. They were not supposed to be there. Let's talk about that. They were ranked the 23rd team in the tournament and ended up with a couple upsets. Talk about it.
Yeah, to start the tournament, they did go on and upset the number 9 seed of Santa Barbara in the first round of 70-63.
Then they followed that up by beating the number 7 seed, Mount Sac, 55-52. Fullerton College really, like I said, you can't overstate it, right? They were not expecting to make that run, but through two super gritty, gutsy wins, they made it all the way close to the regional finals.
That they did. We are so proud of the Fullerton College women's basketball team, and I think that they do have a ton of momentum as they head into the next season.
Yeah, I agree with you. Now let's make a bounce pass, shall we? Back to the 3C2A Men's State Championship.
Yeah, definitely. Let's start with the number 1 seed from the north. That is the City College of San Francisco, the Rams. They're taking on the number 4 seed in the San Diego City Knights.
Yeah, well, let's unpack that matchup a little bit, shall we? First, last year's champs, the City College of San Francisco Rams, come in with a dominant 29-1 record, 14-0 in conference, and have won their last 18 straight games under head coach Justin LeBas. An incredible run with only one loss this year, coming at the hands of West Valley in the Tristan Hill Holiday Tournament on a neutral site.
Yep, but since that loss, the Rams have been on fire, leading the way by their top scorer, Kenyon DeMunick, who has averaged almost 12.3 points a game with a healthy 46.7 field goal percent and an average of 4.9 rebounds a game, on the way to a co-MVP honors in the Coast Conference with his teammate, Vito Oliveira.
Yeah, let's talk about Oliveira for a second here. Average 8.9 points per game, 49.5% field goal percentage, along with 4.4 rebounds per game, and an outstanding 33.3% field goal, or pardon me, 3-point shot. Incredible stuff there for the Rams.
Yeah, they take on the number 4 seed from the south, that is the San Diego City Knights, who took care of Ventura College on their way to the state championship, defeating them 67-59.
Yeah, this was the 5th time under head coach Mitch Charlins that the San Diego City Knights are going to be headed to the state championship quarterfinals.
That was also San Diego City's 16th straight win. So the first round matchup is the two teams coming in with a lot of sustained success over the last few months.
Yeah, leading the way for San Diego State. Let's talk about it. It's the do-it-all freshman, Mr. Dylan Griffin, who had a game-high 20 points, 13 rebounds, a monster double-double. Sophomore Junior Camacho also added 18 points to go along with 4 rebounds and 4 assists.
Yeah, Coach Mitch Charlins was just named the Pacific Coast Athletic Conference Coach of the Year for the 3rd year in a row, and his freshman, Dylan Griffin, is taking home the PCAC MVP this year, becoming the third the 3rd consecutive San Diego City Knight to take home that honor.
Not only that, but he was 4th in the state in scoring average with 20.7 points per game. I mean, Griffin recorded 11 double-doubles and led the conference with 8.6 rebounds per game and a wicked 55.9 field goal percentage and 60 steals. I mean, wow. The first round matchup has a chance to be an absolute dogfight. And let's talk about it. City College of San Francisco averages 84.9 points per game, while San Diego City averages 82.4. I cannot wait for this game.
I mean, the last time these two played in an ultra high stakes match was all the way back in 2018 of the state championship, where the City College of San Francisco ended up beating San Diego City in the state championship to the tune of 82-72.
Good stuff. Moving on to our next matchup. We have the number 2 seed in the North, the Santa Rosa Junior College Bear Cubs, pardon me, going up against the number 3 seed from the South, the Cerrito Falcons.
Yeah, the Santa Rosa Bear Cubs, they're coming in with a strong record of 26-4, 14-2 in conference play under their head coach, Craig McMillan. This is Mr. McMillan's 25th year at Santa Rosa Junior College with 12 conference titles and a state title in 2014.
What you're talking about there is consistency, my friend. The Bear Cubs' leading scorer this year was Travis Hightower, who averaged 17 points a game while also contributing 7.9 boards and an absolutely insane 40.5% beyond the arc.
For Cerritos, though, they are coming in with a record of 26-4 and 9-1 in conference. On the way, they took the Southern Coast Southern Conference, the South Coast Southern Conference crown. I apologize. Under the head coach Russ May. Now, Coach May has been at the helm for 17 seasons. That is including 11 postseason berths.
Yeah, definitely so. And a player to keep an eye on for Cerritos is going to be Dorian Tate, who averaged 16.2 points per game while chipping in a healthy 7.7 rebounds a game and held a 70.9% at the free throw line. You can never undervalue the free throws throughout the game.
Yeah, our next match is included with the South number 2 seed, the Citrus Owls, coming in with a record of 29-1. One loss, 14-0 in conference play under head coach Brett Lauer, and they are on a mean 24-game winning streak, Dan.
Yeah, well, let's talk about Citrus. They're a dangerous team. They average 104.1 points per game. They're averaging 38.7 rebounds and another 22.7 assists per game. What that means is speed. That means that they make you play their kind of game. And it should be noted that their only loss this year was to our Fullerton College Hornets in an absolute thriller. Double overtime, 116-113. I hate that I missed that game because what I've been told is if you were there, you left with a lasting impression on both teams.
Yeah, they are taking on the number 3 from the North, the West Valley Vikings. Now, West Valley comes in with a record of 24-6. They are 10-2 in conference play. They are led by head coach Danny Yoshikawa in his fifth season. I apologize. Now, Coach Yoshikawa has made a tremendous impact at West Valley, including going 33-0 in his 2023 and 2024 season, topping that off on his way to a state championship.
And let's talk about West Valley. They average 78.8 points per game, along with 42.6 rebounds and about 16.8 assists per game. If I'm West Valley, you got to believe that you got to pay attention to the defense. If you're going to keep up with Citrus, you don't want it to become a track meet. You've got to rely on the rebounding, which is in your favor.
Agreed. For West Valley, they have to keep an eye on their leading rebounder, who is Bryce Buchanan. If he is able to clean up the glass all night long, that will put West Valley in a very strong position to be able to pull off this upset.
Yeah, I agree. And I want to keep in mind, West Valley dealt the City College of San Francisco their only loss this season. They actually ended up beating them 86-77 this past December. So, we'll see what happens there. Anything can happen any given night, right? That's why we play the game, and that's why this tournament is so, so special. Finally, Tommy, let's talk about our Fullerton Hornets, the number 1 seed for the South, coming in on a 25-game win streak under Coach Perry Webster, the Orange Empire Conference champions. We're taking on the number 4 seed of the North, the San Jose City College Jaguars.
Yeah, let's start off with the Jaguars. They are coming in with a record of 24-6. 11-1 in record for conference play under their head coach, Devin I. Fun fact about Coach I, 100% of his sophomores who have completed their sophomore season have received scholarship offers, with over 70 of those players transferring to universities.
Wow. Big time tip of the cap to you, Coach I. Tommy, you were there this past Saturday when the Hornets took care of West LA en route to a 3C2A state championship run. What were your observations of the team?
Yeah, first of all, I want to shout out the Fullerton College fan base. They were so incredibly loud this past Saturday. I was in the corner of the gym, and my feet were vibrating, and the camera was vibrating. Yeah, it was hard to get stable shots. But I can say for Fullerton, they did set the tone early with Donovan Pitts hitting 3 3-point shots, and then from there the race was on. Like by halftime, Fullerton held West LA to just 25 points in the first half.
That's incredible. Something we spoke about last week was rebounds. Fullerton out-rebounded West LA 45-36.
Yeah, Fullerton starters also outscored West LA starters 65-30. I mean, it was just an impressive team performance all the way around.
Yeah, we keep tipping the cap. We're going to tip the cap to all of Perry Webster's team and his coaching staff. Big time shout out to Yoda Aki, who scored 23 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. And as you mentioned, Donovan Pitts, he finished with 18 points, 4 3-pointers. And then a little shout out to Braden Smith, our gentleman that's going to go on to Cal Baptist, put up 13 points and 8 rebounds.
Now, Dan, I know I might be a bit biased for Fullerton College, but if they come out tonight and they play that kind of game again, it could be a very long night for the San Jose City College.
Yeah, and now let's lob it on over to our co-host, Kaleb Ramos, who had the opportunity to talk to a member of the Fullerton basketball team.
Thank you, Dan. I'm now here with star forward for the Hornets, Braden Smith. Braden, thank you for joining us, and congratulations on making it to state. Now, you were a part of the team last year that fell just short in the state championship game. What does this mean to you to get back there and have the opportunity to take that revenge and win this time?
It means everything, to fall so short to something that you work, all year for. It hurts. So it's nice to be able to get a chance to prove yourself again and be able to prove to everybody that we can go out there and do this.
Now, what is the mentality for both you and the team heading into this state playoffs as you guys leave tomorrow?
Really just know that this is it. Like, anything can happen, In basketball world, March is a very special month. Anything can happen. The number one teams lose, the underdogs win. So, we got to just stay locked in. Don't take anything for granted. Just be ready to really go in there and work. Leave it all on the floor.
Now, I watched you guys in practice for about an hour. You guys seem very, very prepared for all the teams that are coming up. What kind of preparation goes into that on your part and the coaches?
Well, for the coaches, it's them creating a great scout for us, knowing who we got to play, what they do, what their weaknesses are, their strengths. And then for us, it's really just locking in and learning all of that, and then being ready to prepare ourselves mentally, whether that's sleep, whether that's knowing the scout perfectly, whether that's getting our shots in early, just being really mentally and physically prepared to go.
Now, lastly, how do you yourself prepare for a big game like this, like pregame ritual sort of stuff?
For me, it starts the night before, really. Getting to bed early, getting a good meal in, understanding that my body needs this rest and sleep, and then off the wake up, being able to, get my water in, get my stretches in, get my PT done, really get my body going, be ready, prepared to go.
All right, Braden, thank you so much for joining us today. Good luck in state.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kaleb. Once again, the 3C2A tournament begins today at the College of Sequoias with the 4 of the incredible matchups. If you want to keep up with any of the tournament action, you can find minute-to-minute stats on the 3C2A website, 3c2asports.org.
This weekend is promising to be an amazing weekend. We will crown a 3C2A state championship, and even though I'm not showing it that much right now, I really couldn't be more excited. With so many great teams coming in, they're all coming in on super long winning streaks. They're playing their best ball of the year. It's guaranteed to be like a great weekend filled with incredible action.
Yeah, a fantastic weekend awaits, and we hope you're all along for the ride. For Thomas Cribbs, I'm Dan Prady. This has been the Coaches Show on Hornet Radio.